Good afternoon, Maryland. I am your host of Washington County Flag Football Live, Joey Bassford. I am very sick at the moment, so bear with me. This is going to be a very short episode. I'm not going to go into much detail. Been a rough week so far. I'm trying to get better. So I'm not going to recap games. I'm just going to go straight to power rankings. I'm going to go straight to my predictions for the week. Coming in at number 11 this week is the Brunswick Assassins, 0-7. They set a franchise record for most points in franchise history, but unfortunately, they also allowed their second most points in franchise history as they fell to Ruckus 44-7. At number 10 is the Warriors, 0-8. They played TMT very well early on, but just could not get it going in the second half. Final score of that one was 52-14 in favor of TMT. Number 9 is the Greencastle Antrim Spartans, 1-6. Much improved team offensively speaking. They put up 20 points against the X-Dogs, most all season they've had. Defense still not quite there yet. They gave up 41. But a big moral victory, if you ask me, for the Spartans as we get closer and closer to the B bracket playoff. At number 8 is the Program, 3-5 on the year. Defense showed up, putting on a great performance against AFN. Only gave up 10 points, and all of which were in the second half. So much props to the Program. They seem like they're getting closer to being that team we talked about at the beginning of the season. But the offense just couldn't get it together. Line play still a problem. The center to quarterback exchange killed them all game. CJ Owens, their quarterback, bailed them out a lot on his snaps. It's going to be a long process, and they want to get better. But they're still very much alive for A bracket. Let's see what they can do in the next couple of weeks. Number 7 is Ruckus, 3-4 on the year. Played their best game all season against Assassins. 44 points is the most they have scored. It would have been a shutout if not for a last-man tackle by Eddie Dorsey that allowed the Assassins their only touchdown. Number 6 is the Red Knights. They are 4-3 on the year. Worst game all season. Honestly, I had never seen the Knights dominated so badly in my life than they were against Broadax Saturday. A 49-6 effort, or lack thereof. Most of it was just Broadax stifling them. They couldn't move the ball on them. The line held up very well, but execution killed them. Broadax was just playing better. 49 points, the most that the Knights have surrendered all year by a large margin. Not looking very good, but they're still alive for the A. Let's see what they can do in the next 2 weeks to improve. Still plenty of time to go. At number 5 is Top Gun, 4-3. They were off this week, but will return Saturday against the Spartans. Number 4 is the X-Dogs, 5-2. The team is white hot right now on offense. Defense is thrown off a bit by the Spartans. Number 3 is Broadax, 6-2. Best performance all season. They gashed the Knights of ease on offense. Defense played perfect discipline. I have not seen a more perfect game from them than they have played in the last few seasons that I saw on Saturday against the Knights. They're not dead yet. And if they keep this up, they will win it all. Number 2 is the Affiliates, 7-0. Offense struggled early, but was successful in moving the ball in the second half, wearing down the Program. Defense pounded the Program, shutting them out on all facets. 5th shutout this season by the Affiliates. Just insane how good this defense is. Now only allowing 3 points per game. As we head closer to November, it's going to come in real handy. Let's see if they can do that again this week with TMT, who is number 1 on the list at 7-0. Offense put on its best performance all season, tearing apart the Warriors secondary. Defense struggled a bit early, only for them to wreck the Warriors in the second half. TMT only dressed 15, but still looked like a juggernaut against a Warrior squad that put up a decent fight for the most part, but just couldn't get it to go. Yeah, couldn't get it to go in the end. Predictions for this week. Number 6, Red Knights versus number 4, X-Dogs, 9 a.m. kickoff. Battle between the 2 of the 3 old guards of the Washington County Flag Football League. X-Dogs have won 3 in a row against the Knights. The last Knights win was on November 8th, 2014 in the league semifinals, 25-13. X-Dogs offense versus Knights defense will be a key battle. X-Dogs offense is playing really well right now. Top of their game, to be honest. The Red Knights have a top defense, but it was just decimated by Broadax last week. Kind of wondering if they can get their composure back in time for this one. With a win, the Knights will clinch an A bracket spot. I'm going to go, however, with the X-Dogs by 2 touchdowns. I just think they are too good right now. And while the Knights offense can move the ball a good deal, I feel like Eisenberg will be too much for them to contain. This Dogs team is getting really, really good right now, and this could be a big statement for them. I'm telling you. Keep an eye on X-Dogs going to this A bracket playoff in a few weeks. The second game of the day at 10:30 a.m. kickoff, number 11 Brunswick Assassins versus number 10 Warriors. First ever meeting between both squads. Brian Swagger and RJ Hilliard of Assassins both played for Warriors last season. Sort of a small preview of the Brunswick versus Boonesboro alumni game next year. Both teams have practiced with each other all season. Could be in back and forth game because of that. Personally, though, I think the Warriors are a bit more deeper in terms of talent and athletes. If they can win up front, they will win this game with ease. The Warriors' offense, however, needs to get going again. Assassins, I think, will put up more points this week, but fall short yet again. Warriors by 2 touchdowns. I see them pulling away late. I just think there's too much depth, there's too much power, and they have better athletes than what the Assassins have to offer. The third game of the day is number 8, the program, versus number 7, Ruckus, a 12 p.m. kickoff, major rivalry game. The history of these two dates all the way back to Ruckus versus Nighthawks, the predecessor to the program. Overall, if you count that, it is 6-4-1 in favor of the program. However, it's only 2-2 if you count just the program's origins and not the Nighthawk history. Ruckus defeated the program last 20-6 back in the spring. In elimination game, the loser is eliminated from A bracket contention with a loss. The winner is not quite in yet. They still have to do some work, but the loser is definitively out of the contention for it. Program's defense seems like it's coming together. Offense still needs some work, though. Ruckus is coming off their best game to date, but it was against the Assassins. Ruckus offense versus the program's defense will be the key battle. Both squads had a great performance last week. The program more so against a very tough AFN team. If Ruckus can move the ball, I don't foresee the program being able to score enough to win. If the program stifles them, though, they have a shot. They just need to get their offensive line going. However, Ruckus, to me, a bit more balanced on both sides of the ball, a little more of a consistent team. I'm going to go Ruckus by a touchdown or 2 in this one. Program gets knocked out of the A-bracket contention. Ruckus stays alive one more week. The fourth game of the day is number 9, GA Spartans versus number 5, Top Gun at 1:30 p.m. Fourth meeting between both squads. Top Gun beat Spartans 13-12 in the spring of 2016. Spartans beat Top Gun 22-14 in the spring of 2017. And then last season, Top Gun beat Spartans 15-9 in the B-bracket championship. Each game between these two have been very close. Kind of a bit of a rivalry brewing between these squads. Top Gun with a win clinches an A-bracket spot. Spartans showed signs of improvement last week, dropping 20 on the X-Dogs, but their defense is still dismal. Spartans' offense and Top Gun's defense is the most intriguing battle. Has Spartans' offense finally put it together? If so, can Top Gun stop them? If the Spartans can score, this could get interesting. The Spartans are looking for revenge for the B-bracket championship last spring. Since that game, Top Gun is 4-3. Spartans are 1-6. That was a big momentum swing. I think it comes down to if Spartans can move the ball. Top Gun has not been in a shootout all season, so their defense might get tested against a possibly revived Spartans team. My heart is calling an upset. Top Gun underestimates Spartans and go down. But my head is saying Top Gun controls the rhythm of the game, beats the Spartans in a close, low-scoring affair, courtesy of their vaunted defense and superior athletes. In the main event of the day, the game everyone is looking forward to, number 2 Affiliate Nation versus number 1 Too Much Talent, 3 p.m. First ever meeting between both squads. Several AFN members were on Market Street Mayhem last season when TMT beat MSN 25-13, whereas most of the AFN members were on the Knights when they defeated TMT 26-7 last year. The winner will clinch the number 1 overall seed in the A bracket. With a loss, TMT could potentially fall to the number 3 seed at the lowest, and with a loss here and the 2 X-Dogs next week. AFN can only fall to 2 with a loss due to holding a head-to-head tiebreaker over both X-Dogs and Broad X. The key is going to be TMT's offense versus Affiliate's defense. TMT has the number 1 offense in the league, averaging 29 points per game, having scored more than once in each of their games. AFN has the number 1 defense, having shut out teams 5 times this year, only allowing 3 points per game. TMT, however, is the most balanced team coming in with the best offense in the league and second best defense, only surrendering 7 points per game. AFN's offense has been struggling scoring, with their most points being 28 against the Knights, but have been held to 1 touchdown against A-bracket competition such as X-Dogs and Broad X. TMT, however, put up 26 on Broad X earlier in the year, worth noting that, in a shorter game. If TMT could put up the points, I'm not certain if AFN could keep up. However, if AFN shuts down TMT, I could see them winning. If anything, I foresee a low-scoring game here. AFN's defense has been excellent all season, but TMT is seemingly more balanced. I'm going to go, and this is going to cause some stir. I'm going to hear about it uncut. I'm going to hear about it probably all week, and I'll hear about it next Saturday. But I'm going to go with TMT in a 7-3 kind of game. Don't be shocked if this sits at 0-0 for most of it, however. And anyways, that is all for now. Separation Saturday coming up at Marty Snook Park. Games are going to be played at 9 a.m., 10:30, 12 p.m., 1:30, and 3. So ride on up for a fun football frenzy. The sad news, however, I will not be joining you guys at the moment. We'll see what happens. Supposed to be headed to Ohio. Hopefully I can feel a lot better. Getting there, though. Anyways, have a good rest of the day, gentlemen. Sorry for the half-assed episode. Just wanted to get out of the way before I got busy. And good luck on Saturday. It's going to be awesome. Be there. It is the precursor to the big show come next month. Peace.